Garner Guitar, take your playing to the next level.
Garner Guitar presents Guitar Geography, Beginning Guitar Lesson Part 2. Today we're going to learn all the notes on the guitar. Be sure to watch Part 1 if any of this material seems beyond your understanding. Remember, this is a beginner lesson. If you're a more advanced player, this material may be useful for teaching your own beginning students. I will be making more advanced lessons soon, so stay tuned. You can download my ebook, Guitar Geography, with all of this material for free by signing up for the Garner Guitar Newsletter with the link below this video. A basic understanding of theory and how it is used on the guitar is extremely helpful in learning the instrument. This material may take a long time to master, but understanding how it works is vital. Today, we're going to be talking about two intervals. An interval is the distance from one note to the next.
So the first one we're going to do is called a half step. And you can think of that from one fret to the next fret. So open to first fret to second fret to third fret. Keep going. These are all called half steps. Okay, so if a half step is one fret, then a whole step would be two frets, twice as big. So if we start open, we go to the second fret, two numbers higher. Second to the fourth fret to the sixth fret. So the distance from most of the notes to the next notes, for example, from A to B or from C to D, is a whole step or two frets. There's going to be one special case where it's a half step, and that's from the note B to C and the notes E to F. A really easy way to remember that for a guitar player is your first string, open, to the first fret is E to F. That's one of our half steps. And then the second string is the same thing, B to C. If we look at this in the musical alphabet circle, we can also mark where these half steps are. So A to B is a whole step, B to C is a half step, C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step, F to G is a whole step, and G to A is a whole step. So since we've already learned the names of the open strings, this is going to help us learn the natural notes, or notes with no sharps and no flats, up and down each string. So simply begin with your open string names. E, A, D, G, B, E, or Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. We're going to go up in the steps, just like we learned from the musical alphabet. So if we start on the sixth string, we get the note E. One of our half steps happens right away. We get E to F. It's a half step, open to first fret. Now F to G is a whole step, so we're gonna have F, first fret to G, third fret. The next is G to A. That will also be a whole step. A to B is a whole step. Up to the 7th fret. All right, B to C now is our other half step. So we're going from the 7th fret to the 8th fret. From C to D is a whole step. Up to the 10th fret. And then up to the 12th fret, we get the note E again. The same as the open string. Up here where the double dots are on your guitar. So that's called an octave, which is another type of interval. And all of the 12th frets are going to be the same as the open string, but one octave higher. That's when you go all the way around the musical alphabet and get to the same letter again. E and E, A and A, D and D, G and G, B and B, E and E. All right, so that 6th string can also be applied to the 1st string since they're both E strings. So all of the same fret numbers. E to F is a half step, to G, A, B, C, D, E. Same fingering. All right, we're going to continue this across all of the other strings, remembering to start from their open string letter. So A to B, B to C is a half, C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step, F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step. So really master each of these strings and try to go through them. D to E, whole. E to F, half, F to G, whole, G to A, whole, A to B, whole, B to C, half, C to D, whole. Alright, now we're back down to G. G to A, whole, A to B, whole, B to C, half, C to D, whole, D to E, whole, E to F, whole, E to F, half, excuse me. F to G, whole. All right, one more string. B to C is one of our half steps. C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G, G to A to B. All right, that is all the natural notes on the guitar neck in one octave. So after the 12th fret, it's just going to start back over, so it uses the exact same pattern. Don't worry about that too much for now. If you're just beginning, it'll make sense as it goes. Okay, so sharps and flats. A sharp means one fret higher, or a half note, or a half step higher. So from E to F, right, is open to first fret. Okay, so that's our note F. This note here could be called F sharp, since it is one fret higher than F. All right, the opposite of a sharp is called a flat. A flat is one note lower. So if we remember, we have E, F, and G. E, F, whole step to G. That's our note G. That second fret could also be called a G flat. F sharp and G flat are the same note. We'll use them for different keys as we learn major scales and different things around the guitar. Okay, so this lets us fill in all of the other notes in between the natural notes. I'll show you on the 6th string here, and then you can practice it on your own, and also reference my ebook, Guitar Geography, for where all of the notes are. There's a nice chart in there. So, on the 6th string E, we have open E, 1st fret F, 2nd fret F sharp or G flat, 3rd fret G, 4th fret G sharp or A flat, 5th fret A, 6th fret A sharp or B flat, 7th fret B, 8th fret goes right to C, that's our half step, 9th fret is either C sharp or D flat, 10th fret is the note D, 11th fret is the note D sharp or E flat, 12th fret is the note E, and then the 13th fret would be F again, and then F sharp, G, G sharp, A. It'll keep going. So one good thing to do to practice learning all of this stuff is to go up and down each string, just like I've been doing, and say the note names when you play them. Go up and down. So once you get up to this E, go back down. E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. Another good way to test yourself on this is to put your finger down anywhere on the guitar neck and essentially look down, and what you should be able to do is just say what note that is. Now that'll take some time. What I'm playing here is the 8th fret of the 3rd string. So if you don't automatically know what note that is already, there's an easy way to figure it out. 8th fret, 3rd string, remember? So if we go to the 3rd string, we can just count up. G, A, B, half step to C, whole step to D. That's our 7th fret. Our 7th fret is D, and then our 9th fret would be E. So that note right there is either D sharp or E flat. It can also be helpful to use a tuner to check, to make sure that you're playing the note that you think you are, that it's in tune with the tuner. All right, so that is pretty much the lesson that I teach the first time I teach a brand new beginning guitar student. So whether you're just starting to play guitar or you're a teacher yourself, hopefully this was helpful. You can download the ebook for this lesson by signing up for the Garner Guitar mailing list. You can do that at garnerguitar.com. You'll see on the sidebar there's a little spot for you to sign up. I'll also put a link below this video to sign up for the mailing list, and you'll automatically be sent the ebook. Alright, so thanks for watching. Lane Garner for Garner Guitar, and until next time, keep practicing.
Garner Guitar, take your playing to the next level.